So I'm in bed. I just woke up and it is 7:17 in the morning, which it's a fine time to get up. I'm catching up on the Fox 4 morning news in Dallas. Um, I had a story to tell you, like, um, it's happens to me a lot. So, like, I have like four examples in mind. When I was visiting my college girlfriends in Georgia, and um, well, I slept with one of the guys, and then my best friend got jealous, and it turns out like after I left the room, like she did too, and I was like, whatever, but I was like, why would you go in for my sloppy seconds? But I was like, okay, fine, because I thought he only liked me, but obviously he just didn't even give a crap. And then when I was when I became a model for Wilhelmina modeling agency, my college girlfriend, her name was Miranda. Miranda, what was her last name? I don't even know. It was like probably Ramirez or something. She um she tried to tell me that she's like, oh yeah, they went after me too, but they're not a real modeling agency, and of course, I never did it because I was like, whatever, like, but they were a real modeling agency, and I was signed up. I was on their website, so that girl obviously was just trying to act like I was no big deal when I was. And then even my mom, like when I had my boyfriend, um, well, he moved here. This was like a while back, but when I took him to meet the parents, she like bitched us out, and like I left with him crying out at the house, and then we broke up soon afterwards. And then there was one more example that I was gonna say. Oh yeah. Uh, oh my gosh, so nice to have an Ian in the house. I like that name. I've known a lot of Ians before, but that's a cool name though. It really is. I haven't heard that in a while, but that's like a class. That's a good name. Anyways, but so what was I saying? The last part. This is sad, but um, when I got in a fight with my ex fiance, and he had recently bought me some furniture. It had little palm trees on it because he thought of me as like his little tropical Thai girl, and we had like Thai furniture in the house. Well, when I got mad at him and got in the car with that strange black thug, and the black thug took me, he turned my life upside down. Like I don't even know what was going on, but he took me into a hotel room, and on the walls it had neon trees painted on the walls, and it looked like the ones on our couch at the apartment, but I mean, obviously that makes no sense, but oh well. um so yeah, I don't like when people, I don't know, I don't like when people compliment my appearance anymore. Like, I'm too old for it. Like, people say, oh, I like your eyes, but that's when I have my colored contacts in, and I'm like, well, they're fake. And they're like, oh, yeah, I could tell. They look freaky. You look like a vampire. And I'm like, thanks. And then, of course, when I, commando, yes, Ian, I've heard that word before. Is that a game or something? That's a military term, right? So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I was saying I don't like when people compliment me. Um, or they'll say like, "Oh, I like your purse," and it's like, yeah, well, I don't know, because working in the clothing industry, like, shit gets to you real fast, like, because I'll have you guys know that at my store, everybody that came in was, I would card people, especially for returns. They would all have Mexican IDs. They were all from Mexico. Is that weird? Like, that's odd to me. Why were they all from Mexico? They had like, I mean, it was all legit IDs. Like, they weren't fake IDs, but why were they all from Mexico? We're not in Mexico. We're in Dallas. So I'm like, okay, well, this is insane, but it's a job and I'm getting paid. But the music sucked in that store so bad. Like, a game and a movie. Okay, Ian. I will check that out on my free time. Thank you for that. Thank you. So, yeah, but I don't know. So, yeah, I don't like when people get into other people's business as far, especially when health is concerned. Everybody's body is different. Like people say, your body is a temple, blah blah blah. It's true though. A body is a body. Like you have a brain in there, you have eyes in there, you got your heart, your lungs, your liver, your bones, your muscles, your tendons, your fat cells, and it's all there for a purpose. And all your blood and all your veins, I mean, it's there for you. So when people try to dip in and pretend to be like knowledgeable, like it's like, well, are you a doctor first of all? But I mean, even if you go see a doctor, like you need to get multiple opinions. Haven't you ever heard that? Like get multiple opinions. Don't just trust one doctor. No, you got to go to multiple. You got to get multiple opinions. So always keep that in mind. Anyways.
Who came up with that idea? Well, we are always looking for technological advances to help us better serve our citizens, especially in a rural county. And we originally purchased our drone or started our drone program with the intention of helping with dementia patients, Alzheimer's patients in rural terrain like that, because we don't have as much aerial support as some of the larger counties. But realistically,
so about the time when I met Dave Navarro from Red Hot Chili Peppers, there's a county in Texas called Navarro County, and every time they bring it up, I'm like, Dave Navarro. And then, of course, I meet people, like, I met people at the mall in my store. They're like, yeah, my name's Navarro. I'm like, wow, like, you're special. People would always have the same names over and over and over. Martinez, Perez, Jose. This is the weirdest name I've ever heard in my life. Araceli. What kind of a name is that? Araceli? I'm like, okay, that's... And the way they say it. Araceli. Araceli. Meaning Araceli. Oh, that's pretty. Not... My name's Jody. Jody. It's strong, it's short, and to the point. Not some fancy little Araceli. Not even a Donatella. I know there's a Donatella Versace. Like, I'm tired of all the little, like, I mean, like, you just have a normal name, like, like Shannon, Lisa, Sarah, Katie, Betty, like, have a normal name. I don't want to hear any more of these stupid names. What other dumb names are there? There's a lot of them. I mean, they always, like, want it to sound, like, if it's a girl, they want it to sound, like, so beautiful. Like, my old boss's name was Jasenia. And everybody's like, wow, that's a beautiful name. And she pronounced it Yesenia, I guess. Like, I have no idea how that works. Like, a J is pronounced as a Y, but she's like, Yesenia. And then there was a Jessica. Oh my god, yeah! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles! That is a Best show ever. And the best part about that is that they takes place in New York, and they all have New York accents. Good one. So yeah, but enough of the making fun of names. I guess that was enough.
Well,
I mean, why can't people just have a name like Ian or Jody? Like,
point in time in this investigation
really?
that would confirm that
Cowabunga, Ian. I wish like.
with confidence that we operation
Oh wow, they're showing. Is that marijuana?
Navarro County. I will say that.
All right. Sheriff, thanks very much for joining us, and congratulations on the interesting, innovative use of
I have no idea.
busting some bad.
But the biggest breakthrough ever is that marijuana finally became legal. Like that is to me
27 minutes,
amazing.
7 o'clock.
I think it's great. Like
A singer, good times,
it's
North Texas.
that's cool. That's really cool. And I was never like a big. I mean, I tried it like a couple times, and I was just like, this is not for me. I mean, it wasn't. It's like it's not a serious drug. It's just. I mean, it's natural. They always say, and it is. But it wasn't for me. But I mean, it's legal now. So get a prescription, and you got it made, like, and get some. Right? So isn't it true that in Amsterdam you can smoke weed or something and they sell it on the street? I don't know. I'm gonna go to Europe, guys. I miss Europe. Michelangelo. You know what? You're right. Thank you for that update. It was Michelangelo that always said cowabunga. Now, Ian, I'm gonna ask you. Can you refresh me on the colors of their bandanas? I know there was a red one, a green one. No, there wasn't a green one. They were already green. There was a red one, a blue one. What else? A yellow one? There was 4 of them. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles in a half shell, turtle power. I've noticed as I'm getting older, like, sometimes I don't need a lot of sleep. My body's getting used to functioning. I don't, like teenagers, like, they're under a lot of stress. They're still growing physically and mentally, and they love their sleep. And then they'll have, like, a party night occasionally. And then, especially children definitely, they need a lot of sleep and naps, too. But, and I got to do further research on this, and I'll even document it with sources, but I've heard that, like, a lot of older people, they'll wake up, like, at 5 in the morning, and they love it. It's the best time ever, and hey, why not? If you got it in you, why not make it an early morning? That way you got time for coffee, you got time for donuts, you got time for newspaper, you got time for news, you got time to see the sunrise. You got time to prepare for the whole friggin' day. Like, do it, The early bird gets the worm, right? So, what else should we talk about?
Welcome back. A man and woman robbed by teenagers in Dallas are really concerned these attackers may get off easy.
They're not feeling terribly sympathetic about the people who threatened them one terrifying night. Fox 4's Ashley Paredes live at the Henry Wade Juvenile Justice Center in Dallas.
Ashley Paradise. Is that supposed to be Paradise? Henry Wade Juvenile Justice Center. Armed robbery investigation, Dallas. The time is 7:31. It's 80 degrees outside. Anyways, so people, blue, purple, red, orange, Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael. We got a Raphael that works at my place where I work.
Our view, my view, is that they should be tried as adults because they committed an adult crime. They
Wow. So they're gonna charge juveniles for as an adult because they committed an adult crime. I mean, fair enough, you know. What if I was a lawyer, guys? Because we're like people have ticked me off so much that I do want to fight, and I want to fight for the little guy. Like, people are that trivial. Like, they'll ask you the dumbest shit, and it's like, you really don't have any common sense, do you? Or any life experience. Or anything to fight for.
Thanks, Ashley. The Texas Rangers are investigating a shooting by two state troopers. The DS troopers were in plainclothes, unmarked vehicle near LBJ Freeway in Skillman in northeast Dallas. Pretty high crime area. They say the vehicle pulled up behind them. The driver got out holding a gun. They shot him. The man was seriously
La 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 la.
CBS not saying it
So, yeah. Thanks for coming in to my live chat.
Singer Demi Lovato reportedly awake following
Yes, their enemy is Shredder.
25-year-old was rushed to a hospital in Los Angeles, and Fox 4's Santa Batat joins us with
Shredder, Shredder.
Santa.
Tim and Lauren, for the most part, her fans are sending the artist love and support as she goes through her recovery.
So Demi Lovato, what kind of a name is that? Like, is that Demi Lovato? There was always a Demi Moore, you know, and she's famous as hell, but who is this Demi Lovato?
He knew she was in the danger zone when he saw her this week, and it was apparent she was in trouble. Another warning sign that she had a big falling out with her sober coach earlier this month, even accusing him of betraying her. The star reportedly refused to tell paramedics what drug or drugs that may have caused
And the
her
crane?
overdose, and did not cooperate when EMTs arrived at her house yesterday. It still remains unclear what substance was used, but a source confirmed to Fox News it's not heroin. The singer released a song recently that confessed a relapse for drugs. In the song, she says, quote, "Mama, I'm so sorry. I'm not sober anymore. And Daddy, please forgive me for the drinks I spilled on the floor." Fellow singers have chimed in to support the artist. Bruno Mars tweeting,
I don't know.
saying, quote, "Sending love and prayers to Demi Lovato." Ariana Grande concisely added, "I love you, Demi Lovato." This tweet you're looking at got more than 118,000.
Ariana Grande? Is she like a coffee? Just kidding. Isn't grande like just a word for big? And here's another one for you. Why is it tall, grande, and venti at Starbucks? And, well, that's annoying. Why does everybody love Starbucks so much? I mean, it's okay, but in the North they have a better thing, and it's called Dunkin' Donuts, and I'll be true to Dunkin' Donuts any day over Starbucks. In the North, they don't even have Starbucks. Oh, fuck Starbucks. I'll take Dunkin' Donuts. There's not one around here, though. I mean, I might be able to find one.
Let's see. So we had a little bit of a break yesterday, but here we go again.
Our one-day break. Did you enjoy the cool day? It was still hot yesterday, but it was a break from the trip.
And, you know, why do people always complain that it's hot? It's summertime. Like,
If you haven't been outside yet,
it's freaking July. It's July 25th, right? It's July. It's Wednesday, July 2018. It's hot in July.
there will be some isolated storms in our
That's when the sun is most powerful, okay? Unless you're living in Australia, and then it would have been winter.
Monday, that's the cold front and a big pattern change. Enough that I can sit there and crow. It will not be like this next week.
All right, I'm gonna
Level orange is basically for
chop this off, and I might start another one. I love you guys.
You may feel a little
Ian, you're cool.
not from walking on the concrete, but just from the ozone buildup.